Hello, sixth grade. It's Miss Alicia. I hope that everyone is feeling confident about their Chapter 1 test. Chapter 1 test is not a hard test. It's just dividing LCM, GCF, decimals. So when you come in tomorrow, we'll do a little bit more review. But the test is really repetitive. Like you're doing the same thing over and over again. If you're not finding the LCM, then you're finding the GCF. If you're not finding the GCF, then you find the LCM. Or is multiplying decimals, dividing decimals, multiplying regular numbers, whole numbers, or dividing whole numbers. So just take your time, read the problem. Now that you've seen the test and we're going to finish the test tomorrow, I want you to come in, take your time, read through the problem, and you shouldn't have a problem at all, okay? So I'm going to go over our first section of Chapter 2. Our first section of Chapter 2 is turning a decimal into a fraction, okay? Decimal as a fraction. Then we'll do the reverse. Okay, so let's turn this decimal into a fraction. If we want to turn a decimal into a fraction, we will say the decimal in word form. Okay, put it in word form. 0 and 5/10. 0 and 5/10. What's the last thing I'm saying? 5/10. 5/10. 5/10. 5/10. Okay, so as a fraction, 0 and 5/10 will be 5/10. Okay? Now let's reduce 5/10. First, we have to look and see, can I reduce 5/10? And most of you will be able to say yes right away. I know 5 is divisible by 5 and 10 is divisible by 5. So when I'm reducing, I have to divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. So they will divide by the same number evenly. That means with no remainder. So 5 divided by 5 equals 1. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Okay? So 0.5 equals 5/10, which also equals 1/2. Okay? I hope you can see this. I hope it's clear to you and it's not hard for you to see. But this is how you turn a decimal into a fraction. You say the decimal in word form. Let's do one more very quickly. So the next decimal we're going to do is 0.2. 0.2 in word form is 0 and 2/10. 0 and 2/10. What are you hearing at the end? 2/10. So 0 and 2/10 is 2/10. Now let's reduce that. First, let's look at it, see, can we reduce it? Yes, 2 is divisible by 2 and 10 is divisible by 2. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So 0.2 equals 2/10 because it's 0 and 2/10, and that equals 1/5. Okay? So we just turned two decimals into fractions just by saying saying the decimals in word form. Very simple. I will see you tomorrow. Before I end the video, I want to show you the reverse. Okay? So let's erase this. And now, Miss Alicia will turn a fraction. I'm just going to do one example into a decimal. And I'll make a separate video on this. But I want to show you one example from what we just did. So 1/2. Okay, is 1/2. Now, if we want to turn 1/2 into a fraction, into a decimal, then we need to look at it closely. What this really means is 1 fraction bar 2, or it's 1 division bar 2. Let's say it one more time. 1 fraction bar 2, or 1 division bar 2. So 1/2 is the same as saying 1 divided by 2. So once we divide 1 divided by 2, we will get 0.5. And I will do that in another video. But I just wanted you to get an idea of how to turn a decimal into a fraction. And I hope we got that down. Miss Alicia will make another video for you tomorrow on how to turn a fraction into a decimal. See you tomorrow. Bye.